How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Collecting Collector's Editions over here at Everything You Nerd. Today we are going over, I don't really know how to classify this franchise, but folksy kid horror. I don't really know. Little Nightmares 3. So I actually had to wait on this because UPS dropped the first one off in the middle of our driveway and somebody ran it over. We came home to it shattered all over the driveway. Anyway, let's try this again. Watch out, Leatherman. Make sure to always cut away from the body. Don't want yourself getting injured. Let's go ahead and open this bad dude up. All right. So I already know what's in it because we already had one smashed in our driveway because UPS sucks. But here we go. First things first. Let's go ahead and check this guy out. It's the Little Nightmares phone / controller guy holder. I didn't even know because this was the main part that got smashed, and this statue was the main statue that had been run over by whoever. I'm not sure exactly who, but there we go. There's this little guy right here. I don't want to open it yet just because I have the other statue right here. I feel so bad for this little guy. Look at him. All right. So let's go ahead and put him down. And then there's a coin. I actually don't know what happened to my other coin. I think my kid took it. But there we go, the Little Nightmares coin. And then, so this next part is actually pretty cool. We can get rid of the box now. So this is actually supposed to be the Little Nightmares Spiral edition, but they're calling it the Mirror Edition for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, so this right here is the music box base. And then the top is right in here. I'll show you guys the one that's already open. There we go. And that is the full product right there. Like I said, so there was just a section of it that got run over by the other one, so we got it replaced. And then it comes with also, oh, there's the other coin. So it comes with a little sticker guy. Actually, we can open this up since we have the other one. Let's do this first, though. So we have the steel book right here. Pretty cool looking steel book. We have the OST, which I'm a fan of this. I really am. I'm a big music guy. I love music. And I remember being able to, well, I just remember always wanting the ability to download soundtracks. You know, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, the first one. Oh, there's the other coin. Da 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 da. And of course, the Little Nightmares 3 art book. Now, this is the first time I've ever gotten one that is, what all goes with what? Okay, this stuff goes with, okay, that right there is that one. I'm trying to keep them separate because one of them is going to my kid. And I'll let him, here's the actual game that it comes with. So, this right here, this is what confused me at first. This comes in 2 separate pieces. So you have your little shape right there. Right here, and then there's a shape on the bottom. And this piece is actually what's in here. Da-da-da. And then that top part is in here, along with the art book, the steel book, and the game, the sticker, and everything else. All in all, it's a cool little set. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. I always think music boxes are a cool idea. This isn't the first music box that I've gotten in a collector's edition. And plus the statue itself looks really cool. For as small as the figures are, they're actually in really good detail. They're very fragile. I would not suggest allowing your little ones or maybe some animals to get a hold of this, just because it is very, very flimsy. Now, I might add that this one does have a little bit of stress breaks in it because whoever ran it over, I don't know if it was the UPS guy that ran it over or if it was somebody coming to pick up one of my kids, but it was sitting in the middle of our driveway. So I don't know if you guys have had problems with UPS like this before, but yeah, I think it's a pretty cool little, I do like how it comes in 2 separate pieces as well. Because if you ever have to move it, or you ever have to pack it up, you know what I mean, you can make it a lot smaller than it actually is. Now, when I say to not let your little ones play with it, I'm not saying that it's fragile by any means, but there are some very small points of connection. You can see right here where the feet touch, and of course the bow and arrow, and the legs on this guy are very skinny. It would be very easy. They do have some play to them, but at the same time, it's also not gonna break over a strong gust of wind or anything like that. So, and I mean, all in all, the controller holder isn't like it's just gonna, I mean, this was run over by some sort of vehicle, and it was directly run over. We could see the tire mark in the top of all the cardboard and everything, and this is all the damage that it did. You know what I mean? So it's pretty sturdy. Pretty sturdy. I'm not a big fan of controller holders. I've had a couple of them before, and I think they're pretty pointless. I like this more as just like a statue. You know, I don't understand the point to controller holders. I'm a very practical person when it comes to stuff like that, so I'm not like too excited for this or anything, and I don't see very many people being too excited about the fact that it is a controller holder. So I mean, it is a cool statue, you know what I mean, and you could put something else in it, like it's maybe rescuing a dog or something like that, you know what I mean. You could rest that in there, but yeah, controller holders were never really my thing. Still a cool statue, though. I can't wait to hop into this game. If you're a fan of Little Nightmares, the franchise, I'm sure you'll probably love this. Especially the music box. I think the characters on the music box look really freaking cool. Especially this guy right here. And this is probably going to go up there with my Expedition 33 music box. So I'm excited for that. And the steelbook. I'm a big fan of steelbooks. I like steelbooks. And everything I've heard about this franchise is that it's a very good franchise. So I don't see very many fans of it being let down. And in my personal opinion, I'd probably have to give it like a 7 out of 10. Just because it is pretty pricey. Maybe 7.5 out of 10. But that's also speaking from somebody who's never played the games either and understand how this stuff connects to the game. I mean, the music box, I give it an 8. They kind of hit all the right cues with this. You know, you get 2 cool little statues, one of them being a music box. You get the steel book, you got the art book, you know, and they even have the cool little coin to go along with it too. And I am a person who likes to collect coins, so I can throw one of these in my collection and I can stash the other one away. But there we go, you guys. That is my unboxing and review of the Little Nightmares 3 Spiral Edition. I hope you guys were able to get something useful out of this. And hopefully I'll see you guys here in just a bit while I'm playing the game. And if you were able to get something useful out of this, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And even if you didn't, I thank you for at least giving the channel a chance and sticking around. So with that being said, that's it. That's all she wrote. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will leave you guys with the tunes of Little Nightmares 3.